Demarion was a bit limited just because of the guys in front of him. How do you feel about him going into next season?
Excited about him. He's a compact back that I feel like that can a natural runner between the tackles, a guy who got excellent vision, got really good contact balance, and a guy who shows up each and every day like a pro and works his tail off and trying to get better every single day. And he's another one of those selfless guys that's going to do what's best for the team. He's going to do what's best for that room. He's going to do best for people around him. So, again, whenever you get a mindset like that, attitude like that, you have room for growth. So I'm looking forward to DeMar to competing and seeing what kind of role he creates.
Carnell, after your time of leading this team as a head coach at the end of the season, how has your mentality as a coach in general changed as you enter into this new role, or has it changed at all since that experience?
Yes, I think just more confidence. Now it's a lot of times you hear head coaches say be the head coach of your room, but and you don't exactly quite know what that means, but now I think the opportunity for being the interim head coach and having to deal with a lot of things, I think it has just done made me better as a person, as a coach. So I am excited from what I have learned those past 4 weeks and where I'm going. So just excited to get back with the guys and to get in those meeting rooms. But it have helped me. Just done gave me more confidence knowing that I can do this at a high level.
And after time of reflection, just what has it meant to you to know that the Auburn faithful, they were so invested in you, and to see you come back and just the excitement level for you to be retained on this staff? Now that you've had that reflection period, what has that all meant to you?
You know what? I'm forever appreciative to Auburn, the Auburn family. I always just tell people that, a lot of times when folks hear the name Cadillac, they think of touchdown, they think of XYZ, but me, honestly, I'd be forever indebted to Auburn because I can remember when I was a freshman, a sophomore, a guy who broke my clavicle in the Iron Bowl, a guy who broke my ankle, the Florida game, just to see how the Auburn people still just saw me as a person, just not a athlete, and just cared for me in those times where I was down myself. So it did surprise me to have the support that myself and this team had within those 4 weeks of being named interim head coach. I mean, again, that's just Auburn being Auburn, man. It's just that spirit who's gonna forever fight, forever be courageous. So again, we cannot do it for fans, and I'm just looking forward to this Coach Freeze era and this Auburn football. The future is bright.
What have the last 2 months been like for you since getting off that interim role, and settling back into your role, but also having a seat at the table, like you were saying?
Oh man, it's been honestly, I actually been enjoying it. To experience what I experienced and how it impacted, my life along with my family and other people's lives and players, and now to be in this new role of associate head coach to, really help Coach Freeze. So I'm ecstatic. It has been very exciting for me. But again, man, I'm just looking forward to getting back with my guys, these kids, getting around this team, and us continue to carve and create the culture and the environment that we want here, and see how we can mesh and gel this thing together. So that is what I'm excited about.
Coach, you mentioned culture. You and Coach Freeze are obviously creating a new culture this year. What is a message or a motto you're sending to the new guys coming on campus?
Well, honestly, it's about the team. It's about the team family. I think a lot of times in today's social media world, everything can be about me, a snapshot of what I'm doing, or all eyes on me, or how many followers you got. And man, it's just basically just getting these kids back to, man, look, man, enjoy the memories that you about to create. Enjoy the journey right now. Like, don't get overwhelmed by things that out of your control that you cannot control. Like, at the end of the day, this game is life changing. It brings people into your life. It open up doors. So, that is the message, man. Just be where your feet are. Love on each other, and man, just see what life can come about you, being disciplined, you being a person of faith and buying in this culture, and see if we can go out there and not only win championship but truly change lives. And I think that's what, Coach Freeze at the end of the day want to do. He want to capture these guys' heart to change their lives in a positive role, not only on the field but also off the field.
When you took over as interim, obviously you guys had a pretty steep hill to climb on the recruiting front. Were you expecting the kind of push that you guys were able to make during that final 2 months?
Yes. Honestly, Auburn is a special place. And I think those 4 weeks getting kids here on campus and letting them see the game day atmosphere and us being pushed on that national level, even though we was a 5-17, and then you bring in Coach Freeze, a guy who everywhere he done been, he done changed the program. And just him as a person, his leadership skill, his vision, I mean, it was match made in heaven for me. So to be honest with you, it did not surprise me at all for us to climb the way that we did, because Coach Freeze is not only a heck of a coach but a heck of a guy, and he can sit in homes and relate to a lot of parents, a lot of players, and his record speak for itself.
How rigorous was that stretch, especially during the transfer portal window, for you guys to be able to assess so many of the needs that you needed on this roster?
That was that was wild. I mean, each and every day it's a transfer guy in here. It just coming like hotcakes. So it was something that we had to. At times very, very tiring, but it was part of the job, and we know that, to flip this roster like that is what we were going to have to do, and within the guidelines where we had opportunity to really get some guys in here to kind of get us heading that right direction. So it was a crazy time, man, but my God, I thought that, us coaches, man, for us, not really knowing each other and working together, I just thought it was an absolutely awesome job that, the staff and Coach Freeze have done in this short period of time.
Speaking of transfers, tell me what you think Brian's going to be able to bring to you guys in the running back room.
Man, I think for one, I think he brings production. He is a guy that was rushing for over 1,000 yards last year. He was a dangerous kickoff returner. So now, his whole thing is he get to come here and have an opportunity to define his role and play big boy ball. So I am excited about Brian. I know he's a smaller guy, man, but if you watch his film, he always falls forward.
Yeah.
He have that natural running style where he make guys miss. Very seldom do one guy ever tackle him or the first guy ever tackle him. So he's a guy, you get him out in space, he break tackle, but he also a guy that can run between the tackles.
Yeah.
And then I think on kickoff return, things he gonna do is gonna be exceptional. They're gonna really help us, in that area. So man, look, I'm excited to Brian. I thank God for us having the opportunity to get him, and he choosing Auburn here. So we looking forward to it.
Yeah, and how much did it kind of stand out to y'all? You're talking about him moving up to big boy football. He had 150 against Florida last year, had a few huge runs. Like, how much is it like when you see a guy's like, oh, not only has he done it, but he's proven he can do it against an SEC defense in the past.
That's right. If you turn on the Florida game, and you watch him run the football, And again, I'm gonna keep saying he's not a scat back. He's not a back that you can go. He's a guy that can run between the tackles. He is a guy that understands leverage and angles. He is a guy that's gonna break tackles. As small as he is, he's a guy that's gonna break tackles. He got superior vision. Will stick his foot in the ground. Explosive guy. So man, he's a guy that's dynamic, man. That I know that Coach Freeze and Coach Montgomery are waiting to see everything that he can do where we can utilize his talent.
Yeah, and now that he's officially signed, can you just, how much more are you looking forward to coaching Jeremiah and getting him in that room as well?
Oh, look, I am super, super excited about Jeremiah Cobb. I think he is going to be a heck of a player. For one, he's a heck of a person. I think, me being able to get to know him and his family, wow. You're not going to get a better family, a better person to represent Auburn University. So everything that Auburn stands for, man, I just seen that in Jeremiah. And then for just the football-wise, man, he's a back to me that can do it all. One thing that I love about him, and everybody know about his speed, everybody know about his long run, but he is a guy that can get the tough yard. He's a guy that break tackles. And one thing that I love about him, he would stick his face in the fan, as if he will go. He's a willing blocker. He's pretty good at that. So I'm looking forward to get the opportunity to work with him, and just see where his career go. But man, I am excited about Jeremiah Cobb. He's gonna be a good one.
What's it like as his coach and his future position coach and his recruiter? So like every week you look at it and he's like, all right, you ran for 250 yards again this week. Like, what's it like just watching him like his senior year and just those numbers he's putting up, knowing that you guys are going to end up with him?
You know what? It was cool. It was cool to watch him week in, week out. And one thing that I loved about Jeremiah, if you watch Jeremiah from his sophomore, junior to his senior year, each year he got better and better and better. So that there, from a player standpoint, lets me know is he's not a guy that's reading his press clippings. Like, he is a guy that accepts coaching. Whenever I'm talking to him, he's locked in. He's a guy even in high school. I could, critique things that he did. We talked about. He could have a great game, and anybody that play for me, they know one of them guys. You can have 200-something yards, but hey, it's my job to find things that you can get better at. And he's coaching well, and man, he's an awesome young man. So I'm looking forward to getting the opportunity to coach Jeremiah.